Yeah. Okay, well look, joining us now on the microphones we have Lonely Joe Parker and Jimmy Hatherley from Sotones Records. What's your role, Jimmy? Because we haven't heard, we've obviously heard Joe singing, but you've just been lurking in the background.
Yeah, that's generally my role, is the lurker in the background. No, I play guitar in Moneytree, and I'm one of the founding members of Sotones, so in general kind of man about town, stressing out about things.
Okay. So to what, I mean, we obviously heard Andy Harris's rockumentary earlier on, gave us a little bit of a ballpark idea of the label. It's been going for a few years, it's cooperatively run. Non-profit making, how does that work then? Because surely you want to make a profit.
Well, the idea, I mean, obviously, you know, everyone wants to make profit. The idea is you just, we just reinvest it back into new releases, basically. So, for instance, we've got the last Moneytree EP did really well, and some of that money's getting used to help promote a new band called NATO, who we're just bringing through at the moment. So, you know, that's how that works, really. I mean, the main point about it all is that even in a really small, really nice indie, the people who make the music and the people who own the label are different, even if they're really good mates. But with us, everyone who makes the music also, you know, literally owns it. There's a piece of it that they own. So.
Okay, and what's the criteria? How do you end up joining Sotones? I mean, is there some kind of, do you all sit there and go, oh, I don't like the sound of it? Or, I mean,
well, the way it started was basically just a load of musicians that wanted to help each other out, that did loads of gigs together anyway. So we all sort of decided that why don't we get together and do the label together. So really the artists that we get involved in and people that we've met along the way, and you know, doing gigs with here and there and touring with, and all that kind of stuff really. So it's just to kind of start hanging out with us, basically.
Standard hanging out smartly.
It's very eclectic though, isn't it? I mean, I know we're hearing kind of an acoustic flavoured version of the label today, but that's not at all what, you know, it's not all just acoustic acts, is it? I mean,
no, absolutely. It's well, if you look at a lot of musicians, there's side projects and different various things. I kind of, I used to run electronica nights in Southampton, so that's where the more electronic artists like JTL and Read NHS come from. Just like people that we've got involved with before. Read NHS does some remixes for us as well. So yeah, I mean, just kind of.
And the Bowhearts, obviously, we heard them, a very different musical kind of.
Very different
style.
Right.
I mean, we most of the stuff when we started was guitar-based music. Joe's old band, Lone Joe Parker, Joe Parker and the Power, were very much rock-based, and then we just kind of, it just happened to turn into more folk, just by chance, really. So.
and Joe, Lonely Joe, you have the last song you played, Shanty, is going to be a single released through Sotones when?
That's a single. It's out on the 8th of March, and you can get it on all good online outlets and limited cassette as well.
Okay, great. Well, look, we are pretty much now at the end of the show. If you want to come and see Lonely Joe Parker performing for you live in the capital this week, you can do so, because he's playing at my own acoustic suicide night, third Thursday of every month, down at the Gladstone, which is a delightful little boozer just tucked round the back of Borough Tube, 64 Lant Street to be precise. It's free to get in, and also on the bill along with Lonely Joe will be Chrissy and the Jackdaws and Hello Goodbye favourites Arthur Brick. So hopefully we will see you all there. I'd like also to just quickly mention, if you want to go and see the Moulettes live, who we kicked off the live proceedings with at the top of the show, you can go and see them on Tuesday the 16th of February at the Lexington. And also, unfortunately clashing with our acoustic suicide night on Thursday, you've got another Sotones act, Haunted Stereo, who we played earlier. They're playing at the Old Queen's Head, which is number 44 Essex Road over in Islington. Also on the bill, along with Haunted Stereo that night, will be Everyone, Franco Bolo and Mathis and Arthur's. It's £5 to get in. I think that's pretty much it. Thank you ever so much, guys, for Moneytree are playing tonight.
Yeah, we're supporting Band of Skulls at Talking Heads in Southampton.
Oh, okay, right, okay. So all those Southampton, well, you said they're probably watching the
It's a sold-out show. Why are you plugging it?
But look, can we beckon everyone in from the yard, possibly, for a goodbye? Please do tune in next week to Hello Goodbye, where we will have Frizz Records artists performing for you live. I'd like to extend a round of applause to the Moulettes. Also to Moneytree. And to Lonely Joe Parker. At this point, if I say hello, perhaps they can all shout out.
Goodbye!
Bye! Done.